Alright. Alright, let's go with this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. The police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir.
Alright.
This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place.
Why do we keep on looking, like, to his side?
Small, remote
Like, when
island
we're
off the
about to
coast of
say
Boston.
something, we look directly in
Sarah
his
lived there
eyes,
with
and
her
then,
son
like, we,
and her
like,
husband.
act like we're a
suppose
cool
you'll
kid or
shut me off
something,
there.
and as soon as we start talking, we
Darkwater
just,
holds
like,
the
look off to
secret
the
regarding
distance.
my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Alright.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Alright.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Alright. We better consult our diary real quick before we go. Alright. So we've gotten past despite the treatment part, so let's continue reading. A strange picture, painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic deaths, was sent to her father just after the artist died. He's convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Then next, Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. All that remains is to leave for Darkwater. I'll certainly find something in Darkwater in my bookcase. So
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
is this it? Huh. The Learning of Medicine Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners, this first volume lists all illnesses known to the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments. That would be useful. Ooh, looks like we don't just get ranks on our characters' abilities just based on our point assignments. That's pretty cool. So, Alright, the medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Ooh. So that's good to know. Well, maybe I should have just gone for gameplay mechanic-wise. Whoopsies. Alright, but our investigation skills, being at a professional level instead of like an amateur, unlocked the dialogue choice in that previous conversation. So that's good to know. Alright, so it's looking like the purple ones can only be upgraded with whenever we get into new levels. Ooh, what? Sanity. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Argonne offensive. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my ability to read correctly. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Oh shit, that would suck. You're not only being shot at by your enemies, like by artillery, but you're also having artillery fire, like, from your allies, like, hitting you as well. Damn. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Alright, my sanity is stable at the moment. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts and your convictions and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Alright, so that's definitely gonna be something to look out for, is the sanity meters. So it's really looking like a Cthulhu type universe with that shit. Alright, Stephen Webster, a wealthy businessman well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate... He came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusal nor inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. That's kind of like... I don't know, it's starting to like feel as if he's not a concerned father. Well, I mean, his daughter is already kind of dead, but like it's sort of almost seeming like he's just wanting to like prove that his daughter wasn't mad just to salvage his reputation. So that kind of seems a bit shitty. Charles Hawkins. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a ship owner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon, and they lived very secretive lives. Sarah Hawkins, a painting known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live on a live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers, and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. Oh, okay. See, this like old-timey like English talking is like really throwing me off when I'm reading this shit.
Other times they would just use like modern English for like the convenience of the players.
Yeah. Alright. Simon Hawkins. Occupation, he was a schoolboy. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, he died in a fire that claimed his whole family. Well, at least he's not like Batman.
I mean, Batman did good things after his parents were dead. So.
Yeah, but he lives in Darkwater. He probably fucked up and like turned into a serial killer or like, you know, an occultist.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Plus, it was a fire. It's not like some, you know, vigilante type, like, I shall avenge my parents, you know?
Yeah.
His parents just burned to death. Alright. Pierce Investigation Agency. My private detective agency contracted to Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but the place is mine for the moment. Yeah, because they'd be getting pissed at me for not taking any more cases as I should, and being just sort of a fucking drunkard. Alright. Art of Sarah Hawkins. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Oh, okay. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painting offers the strange... oh my god, I am losing the ability to read and talk at the same time. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes. Wild strokes, you say?
You're making weird euphemisms.
Yeah, sometimes, but anyways.
I only did it once.
To the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, Private Investigator.